And we are back.
Oh yeah.
Hello, everybody. We missed you, and we are here to do our third session of this G.A.R.D.E.N prologue of our Starforged Iron Rising campaign.
Third and final, I believe, yeah?
Yep, everything comes in threes. Well, not everything, but this comes in threes.
Yes. So, the recap for what happened last time. After getting a short break and a much needed massage, the Kelvaris siblings, Celine and Dorian, jumped into the second simulation, which focused on a vow of diplomacy. Our task was to escort Ambassador Miranda Albrecht in our family starship called the Venture across space and head to the Outlands, to this neutral yet grim and misleading planet. What I believe the planet was called Florius. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We successfully navigated the journey. We focused on exploration moves to move with speed and agility through like a cosmic shockwave that we experienced, which earned us some praise from the ambassador. Along the way, we worked on connection moves with Dorian talking up our family, and at the same time, the ambassador stressed the importance of punctuality and professionalism. She really stressed that. And upon arriving at Florius, we delivered the homeworld's refusal of the renegade Grey's demands, which resulted in Dorian getting punched, but allowed us to witness the ambassador's true deadly art of diplomacy, as suddenly an unseen operative assassinated the Grey contingent. And we completed our main vow, earning a tie for first place with our cousins and securing an apprenticeship offer for me, Celine, from the impressive ambassador, which she's very happy. If you guys go watch the clip we posted on YouTube, or just that scene where the sable color came, I was genuinely shocked, and I loved it. I loved it. But yeah, so now we are back for our third and final simulation. This will tell us whether we place first officially, not tied, but ahead.
There is only going to be one first place between all of the pairs at the G.A.R.D.E.N. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And before we arrive at our pods for this final trial, I am going to... The goals for this session were to involve recovery moves, as well as combat moves. Those are the highlights for this particular simulation. Everything else we've done so far, the adventure moves, exploration, all those may come up, and things like suffer moves and stuff may come up, but the stars of the show today are going to be the recovery moves, followed by some combat.
Perfect.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, and I imagine the other ones will just come in naturally as we need them.
Correct.
But yeah, focusing on combat and recover. Yeah, sounds good.
So right now, I will say we can begin with our begin a session move.
Yeah, let's do it.
Which you've already sort of done. We've already started to take care of, as it is. You know, we recap what happened last session, that was an excellent recap.
Nice.
Important characters, important events, a very badass assassin description. And we may spotlight a new danger, opportunity, or insight. I will gladly take that as a perspective vignette that our characters do not see.
Ooh.
So, while all of the prospects of this year's G.A.R.D.E.N graduates are recuperating in an accommodation center, which is where the masseuses are, food and drink, a nice fancy pool. Picture like the fancy, like, what's that show, White Lotus? Picture like complete absurd luxury. That is the accommodations area for the prospects. But meanwhile, there is a message that has been pinged to each and every house in the Gold District who has a family member that is dealing with the G.A.R.D.E.N presently. They are being given a message from ARC that informs them that they are invited to sit in digital audience for the final simulation, where they may view and observe their prospects attempt first place.
Oh my god.
They cannot intervene. You cannot be heard, but you will be seen. And I think it would be cool that, yeah, obviously, one of those pings is met by Magnus and Lucinda Kilvaris, our parents.
Of course, our parents are there.
Yep.
Oh, especially like her mother, who she wants to impress beyond belief.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And as a proctor, Miranda Albrecht is also sent a ping,
Ooh. Ooh.
as members of most of the Gold family will be also given an invitation, but it is the family members who will be given more or less like the fancy spots to sit and observe in this digital space.
This is giving like Hunger Games. We're all entering into the arena type vibes.
It's almost as if there was some heavy inspiration there, as well as any other battle royale-esque style story.
That's what I'm getting. I'm getting battle royale. Okay.
Good story, good book.
Yeah. Okay.
Anywho, while these messages are going out and people are getting prepared to log in for being an audience, we pivot back over to the accommodation center where the Kelvaris siblings are tending to their wounds with what precious time they have before entering for the third and final simulation. And with that, I think that would complete the begin a session move. So we both can take one momentum as we go in. So now, to highlight the first big move here, my suggestion is that one of us rolls the Sojourn recover move, which is when you spend time recovering within a community.
Okay.
And then on a strong hit, this is a safe refuge. You and your allies can choose 2 of the recover moves from the following: heal for your health, hearten for your spirit, repair for supplies. Oh no, resupply for supplies, or repair for a vehicle, which we're not going to worry about because our vehicle didn't actually suffer any damage.
Yeah.
Because A, it was digital, and B, Celine was an ace pilot.
Yeah.
On a weak hit, it is as above, but time is short and resources are strained. We may only pick 1 recover move instead of 2. And on a miss, choose 1. The community needs your help. You make a costly demand, or you find no relief, which I believe would be better for this specific narrative, because we'll be swearing a vow when we enter the pod.
Okay. Or you find no relief and this situation grows worse.
Yeah. Yep.
So
I would say this is how like the 2 of us are coming back from another trial, and we have, I think the reason to roll for this, and instead of like getting full recovery, I think is instead of getting perhaps 8 hours to relax and rest before the next session, we're only getting 6 hours. So we have very little time to try to sneak in some sleep, eat something, tend to our wounds amongst the other prospects here in the sort of like retreat.
Okay. Only one person rolls Sojourn?
Correct.
How metagamey is it for you to roll?
It isn't too metagamey as long as I'm not relied upon for every hard move. Just like I wouldn't want you to be one rolling every iron move, because I think sometimes it's good to see the characters in situations that they're not the best at.
I could go,
but
that kind of gamer inside of me that's like, oh, I'm competitive and want to win. But I also have the side that's like, does it make narrative sense? Everybody has 2 wolves inside of them. I mean, what makes the most sense? We're both we're both in this community, like recovering, so.
Yeah, I'd be more than happy to spearhead that, because perhaps Dorian's has been like the one that sort of like had a rapport with some of the blues and violets that are here, tending to everybody and keeping everyone calm. I believe it would be like, a lot of blues who are like the masseuses and the chefs, and then perhaps a violet is there. Violet to come in and out, providing some like
some music,
comfortable music, yeah, things like that.
I think you would also like tell Celine to calm down. like to actually rest. I think she's like,
Yes.
you like see her eyeing the training rooms, and you're like, you have to give your body, like, you have to rest.
Yeah, I think I feel that the two of us are walking past, and like we walk past like there's an outdoor training area, and there's a pool. There's like various little hot tub areas, and yeah, I see you eyeing the gym area, and you feel Dorian's hand on your shoulder, and he says, "Celine, we don't have time for a full workout scenario. I think it would be better to perhaps, if you want to do some sort of activity, perhaps maybe take a dive or a cold plunge or sit in a hot tub or something like that. I think your body will be more thankful for that."
Well, now you sound like my trainers.
Well, they're smart people, and so am I.
True, it's just, the pressure that we're under. I just want to be at peak performance. We're going into the finals. Mother, do we know that our parents are there?
Um, yes, we do. We were notified that
Okay.
family was invited, as well as staff and other members of Gold were here to view it. It's sort of like college sports in a way,
Yeah.
the way it's sort of perceived, where like they see the prospects coming up, the new generations each year.
Yeah. And she says mother is going to be there, and father will
Yes.
be there as well, but you know
And I
how
think
she
it would be
is.
better. I do, and I think Mother cares more about how we look. So I think us looking refreshed and ready to go rather than potentially being sore or overworked or stressed would not be.
Well,
What does she say? Becoming?
I guess so. But mother cares about the way that you look, Dorian. But for me, she expects more.
That does not go unseen, sister. I understand you are ever being looked at as a sculpture for any crack, but this is for us, and personally, I think if you want to do some sort of exercise, perhaps swim a little bit. That way your body is at least recovering in the water.
Okay.
Compromise?
I'll take it. Roll to convince me. No, I'm kidding. Okay. That makes
Roll-
sense. She'll do it.
Okay. So I'll be happy to roll Sojourn here,
So
which
roll.
is
Roll plus
is
heart.
roll plus heart, which is 2. I have a momentum of 4. And let's see what happens here.
I was finally able to build up momentum in the last session because wasn't using my powers as much.
No, it was
The
more. It
powers would
was
eat away at my momentum.
Mhm. Oh yeah, and I blew my big 10 on making sure securing a strong hit.
Yeah, that came in clutch.
It did. All right, here we go.
Oh.
That is a weak hit.
Okay.
So even if I were to use my momentum, it would still be a weak hit, which is
Yeah.
better than a miss. So I guess this sort of makes sense. Time is short and our resources are strained. We may only pick one recover move each.
Each?
Let's see. You and your allies may each make one recover move with no more than 3 moves total among the group. Well, there's only 2 of us, so we each get 1.
Okay. I'm going to do spirit then, because my spirit
Okay.
is currently at 3.
Heartened. When you socialize, share intimacy, or find a moment of peace, you roll heart. And yeah, it looks like on a strong hit, you'd be taking 1 spirit. Otherwise, take 2 spirit if you are shaken, but you're not. And weak hit as above, but the indulgence is fleeting. And or inner conflict, you lose momentum. Just don't miss.
Okay, am I doing hearten? No.
That would be hearten is to heal your spirit.
So do I still need to roll hearten?
Yes, because a strong hit will give you a bigger benefit. A weak hit, you get the benefit, but potentially lose momentum. And on a miss, you pay the price.
So, what's the point of sojourn then? It just lets us know what we can do.
Yes, Sojourn is a narrative sort of situation where we are in a refuge and we are taking time to do this is like going into a village after a quest and finding some time before your next quest to relax, repair stuff, because you only have a certain amount of time before you have to go back out again.
Okay, I see. It's a little redundant. It's leaning redundant, but Okay.
It is. I don't think we'll use Sojourn too often,
Yeah.
but just so we know what it does and what it's
Okay.
capable of, we
Yeah.
can decide whether or not it makes the cut.
Because I feel like I could just go straight to Hearten since that's what I want to do. But okay. So I'm gonna roll plus my heart, which is only a +1. And we'll see how that goes. It's a weak hit. I'll take it. I'll take it.
So, as above, but this indulgence is fleeting, envision an interruption, complication, or inner conflict. You'll get 2 spirit, but you have to lose 1 momentum, which thankfully you've been building up. So,
Okay. So yeah, it's kind of like a little, like I'm moving the dials, up 2, down 1, which I'm fine with. My momentum is now at 5. So
cool. And I think you more or less sort of described kind of like how Celine's doing. Like you are sort of being forced to relax because you're thinking a lot about our family watching us and making sure we finish first.
yes, so that's what she's doing. I think she's going into doing the kind of low pressure workouts. So she's just kind of swimming back and forth, and then she doesn't have she's because we rolled weak hit, so she doesn't have as much time as she would want. But she's doing a lot of like body recovery stuff. So low pressure in the pool, and then she'll probably get into like an ice bath.
Nice. Good old cold plunge.
Yeah, do a cold plunge.
So,
Oh, you're going to
heal.
Okay.
Yes, to receive medical care and provide treatment, envision the situation and roll. Let's see. I am looking to. I think I'm retrieving treatment. I'm obtaining treatment for myself. Treatment for myself, which would be rolling plus iron, because Dorian has taken a beating from the both both simulations. He took 1 health in the first time when he was kidnapped,
Mm-hmm.
and he took another health in the second simulation when he got punched by that gray.
Yep.
So his spirit is at 4, so that's a little fine. So he's going to take a moment to. He's going to go over to one of the blues that is an expert masseuse, chiropractor, just like sort of like a one of those sports medicine doctors that you see like in sporting events. Like he's going over to one of them to check his muscles, check his injuries.
I could also possibly help you.
That's true.
I mean, because she is someone who trains a lot, I think she's gotten beat up a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like been punched before. She probably trains with grays as well. Grays are like a head taller than us. And they're all their bodies are like the Rock, basically.
Yeah. Built like a brick shit house.
Yeah. So if you want, you could get treatment from someone, that's fine. Or I could just be like, I could help you out too. And there's probably rooms where we can go where there's like medical equipment.
Yeah, I would say. You know what? I think because you took Dorian's advice, I think he would take your offer to take a look at him.
Okay, so then yeah, we would go. I think there's multiple people. And she would say, "Okay, so brother, I'm only suggesting this because, I think I know you better than any of the blues in here, to be quite honest.
You are not incorrect.
And I've taken a punch like that before."
I've seen it many a time on replay.
Yeah, she rewatches her fights like a sports person.
Oh yeah.
So I think we go into a room. There's multiple people inside. Ivy sit down on one of the plushy tables. I'm gonna grab. There is this device that kind of like scans where you were hurt, and it's kind of like an ultrasound as well to make sure everything is okay. I think she's done this to herself multiple times.
Oh yeah, she's scanned herself after each mission or like sparring situation, or especially after her training, she would check to see what's wounded.
Yeah, and so you probably have shirt off, and I'm like scanning your chest. You definitely have bruising, and that's absolutely normal, brother. After the scan, you'll be tip top.
Oh, good.
You'll feel sore for right now, but that means you're turning into a warrior. Each hit makes you stronger.
Ah, yes.
And then where else did you get hit?
He got during the kidnapping, he got struck in the back of the head. And during the the incident with the Greys, he got punched right in the solar plexus.
Got it. So yeah, she's just scanning your entire body. She has this device, and then after that scan, uh, there is like she'll give you there is a drink, and it's like in a little sack. It looks like what uh it looks it's gonna taste really nasty going down, and it's gonna make your mouth dry. But
Oh yeah.
it's you kind of like tear it open. Kind of looks like a Capri Sun pouch type thing.
I was just about to say, is it like a Capri Sun but tastes bad?
Yeah, exactly. So after we figure out what's wrong, you have some bruising. I think you like cracked a rib as well.
Oh yeah, like right where I think one of his lower ribs when he got punched, definitely. And you like sort of touch it and you hear him go, "I'm fine."
Let it out, brother. It's okay. Let the pain out.
Okay. Ow.
Okay. Would you like to hold on to the pain to as a reminder, or would you like it to be gone?
Let's do the latter. Uh
Up to you.
I'm more of a slow growing warrior. I'd rather recover a little bit.
So, and then she'll give you like a couple of the Capri Sun packs, and they taste gross, and it's hard to swallow down. Surprisingly, we don't have like better technology for this yet. Like this is like the best thing for some reason. What the enzymes and whatever the biological components in this drink are just work perfectly every time. So it's a kind of a don't fix what ain't broken type situation. So she'll hand you those as well.
And he reluctantly drinks them, and you would know that Dorian does prefer like sugar in his coffee and all like sweeter drinks. So this is an extra struggle for him.
It's basically, yeah, it just tastes like powdered water. There's no flavor in it at all,
Oh
and
God.
it's hard to get it down.
I remember going through a phase where I thought powdered water was a good idea. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
this, we were all young and stupid once.
Yeah, you live and you learn. But because I'm helping, you can roll with heart.
Okay, I will do that. And go ahead and roll with heart. Da-da-da-da-da. Heal. And we're going to do it with heart. That is a strong hit. The care is
Nice.
helpful.
Mm.
Otherwise, take 3 health. So that puts me back to a maximum of 5 health.
Okay. How are you feeling, brother?
I feel rejuvenated. I have like a plant that has completed photosynthesis and has grown biceps.
Your rib actually should no longer be cracked, but it is still bruised.
I feel that. Perhaps I'll take a cold plunge myself and let that get a little numb.
Of course, you know, science can't do everything. Mother Nature must take its course, of course.
Agreed.
Okay, but other than that, she like pats you on the shoulder. You're still a little bit raw.
Oh, absolutely.
Pats you on the shoulder. You should be in tip-top shape.
Very good. I think we have just enough time to consume some sustenance and drink our favorite poison before we have to go back in there.
She looks longingly at the gyms. Right. Food.
Don't worry, they'll be there when you get back.
Okay.
And I think the next scene is sort of a montage of the two of us sitting at our own little table and enjoying some very fancy food and drink, toasting to each other for victory, while also, sort of scanning the accommodations area. We see other contestants from the Gold District, people that you would probably know a little better than I would because I accelerated my grade, but obviously the ones that stand out would be our cousins, the Olivias, Lysander and Seraphina, who are also in the finals.
They're here as well, and my life rival, his name is Yorick Aulaner. That's his name. He's here as well with his partner. And we're all just kind of like eyeing each other. you know?
Yeah, I think it was a lot of like pleasantries of just smile, shake hands, and then just going to everyone's respective business. But yeah, there's been a lot of sizing up and hushed conversations.
Yeah. Um, I don't know. I would just say I know what the ambassador would want me to do. She would want me to go talk to them.
I suppose you could just to.
I mean, that's another lesson for another day. We don't have to.
That's true,
We don't
but
have to tell the ambassador that I. Oh,
you don't have to. But I mean, it would be. I would just love to see you dominate him with your verbose turns of phrase.
he'll get into my head.
Well, you do often enjoy and revel in adversity and challenge. So would it not be a nice challenge for you to do such a thing?
She looks at her
Or
watch. She looks at her watch. I suppose we have 20 more minutes before we have to head in.
yeah, so if you want to go and speak to if you want to go speak to him, I will I can stay here or I can be 10 feet behind you if you think you need me.
You could come, brother. You could come, and maybe you can learn something. I don't know. I haven't had I haven't had any lessons with the ambassador except for the one on the ship.
Well, well, very well though. I'll be there to observe and back you up and make sure you don't get us disqualified by throwing a punch into his very chiseled but I'm sure very frail jaw.
I would never. She says no confidence.
No, Dorian clocked that. So
um,
yeah, he'll get up and he'll
yeah.
bring his drink with him. It's I think it's like a very like cerulean blue drink that looks kind of like very tropical and sweet. Yeah, which he had to drink after that concoction Capri Sun.
What? I made some tables because this game
Oh,
loves some tables. So I'm going to roll some tables just for Yorick's partner's name. Let's see who it is.
ooh, okay.
So I'm gonna roll. I'm just rolling a name. Okay, Voren. Okay,
Vorin.
Voren. Uh, let's give him a fancy surname.
Delcrest. That's good.
Oh, okay. And they probably do something fancy for their business. Okay, but so we head over there. And it wasn't that far. I think it's just one table over.
Yeah, it was like one of those like we were awkwardly kind of looking at each other, but then going back to our own thing.
Yeah. But he has the same abilities as me. He's one of the only other kinetic
Mm-hmm.
people. And he absolutely revels in it. He's very arrogant and flamboyant. And he'll use it he'll try to use it very like politically. He has like a casual cruelty to him, but is very charming.
Oh yeah, we've seen him like levitate his drink to his lips while talking instead of just grabbing it with his hand. I'm just like, why?
Yeah. I think I saw when we were younger, he would do that to like other kids as well. He would try to lift them, but he wasn't as strong as he is now. And so it was a lot of dropping kids and then laughing about it. He's basically he's a little what's his name? He's a little Malfoy.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Yeah. So we head over. He's sitting and he's talking and his hands are moving about. He's talking animatedly to his partner, Vorin. And then I'll walk up to him and say, well, my new mentor says that I should be political and gracious to my fellow competitors. So I just wanted to say good luck.
Well, I was wondering when you were going to come over here, Celine, and say hello. I mean, we do see each other frequently, but this is your first time coming to see me since we started tending to the garden.
Uh-huh.
Your gesture is much appreciated, but We both know I don't need luck, but I'll take it. As he, like, with his finger brings the fancy glass to his lips, and he sips at it and puts it back down delicately without, like, even disturbing the surface of the drink.
Well, I didn't expect you to come to me.
No, because you see, I do not need lessons in how to talk to people.
And she looks over at Dorian.
Dorian's like awkwardly sipping his drink, and then just like sort of like looking at you, sort of like looking at his little like digital watch thing, and looking back, being just like, and then like puts his drink down, like kind of like with his fingers gestures to try to smile. And
Dorian, please send me the picture of his face when we win and they lose.
oh, is that so, Celine? You're going to ask your brother to craft something to remember a great victory? Now that that does make me laugh. Laugh with me, Voren. And Voren like just starts laughing, like who's being quiet, and then decides to laugh with him.
Okay.
But I am not without decorum. I do wish you and your sibling. He gives a long look of judgment over at Dorian. All the luck that my family would be willing to give yours. With a big shit-eating grin.
I think your family is all out of luck, according to the rumor mill.
There's a crack in his like porcelain face smile, and like his eye twitches for a second. That is nothing but pure hogwash, and everybody knows it, and to say such things could get you in a lot of trouble.
I know how to get out of trouble.
Really. From
Well-
what I've seen at our practices, I must disagree with you.
What have you seen at our practices? You've seen Master never acknowledge you.
What I see is he does not need to correct my form. He must. Our master must focus all their time on the Sisyphean task of one who is in a constant, perpetual state of struggle. I need it not, for I have flown the nest while someone else continues to fall and hit every branch of disappointment on the way down.
Whatever helps you sleep at night, Yorick. But our private lessons are just that. Have you had any?
He goes silent. He can't. You could tell that he hasn't, and he's trying to think of something to say, and he pulls his drink back over to him. He actually picks up his drink physically with his hand and takes a sip.
Before he can take a sip, I'm going to use my power to stop him from. I'm going to hold on to it.
He yanks at it. He's like, let go of my drink.
And I'm just staring at him, just like piercing holes.
Mm-hmm.
See you out there.
See you. And then I think as you turn and you see Dorian, he gives you a thumbs up, and you both turn to walk away.
Dorian gives me a thumbs up?
Yeah, Dorian gives you a thumbs up, and he's like, I'm so proud of you. I thought you were going to hit him. And I think the last thing under his breath that you hear, and Dorian doesn't, says, no one's going to remember her and her clank of a brother. Which we decided clank is a derogatory term for the Reds, and you could roll 50-50 to see if you respond. I could tell you want to.
What?
Or it could be something you deal with later. You said he was kind of like a Malfoy, and I'm like, well, Malfoy does say stupid stuff when people think he's not listening.
God,
so
that guy, he would. Except for this guy's worse than Malfoy because he's actually like powerful.
Talented.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. I can't ruin.
I think Dorian notices you tense up for a moment and look back, and is everything all right?
Dorian, if you don't take me out of this room now, I will explode.
We're already gone. And he puts his hand on your back, and he like picks up our belongings from our table, and we go to sort of like the locker room-esque preparation area to prepare ourselves for the final simulation.
I feel like I should endure harm.
Endure harm.
But okay. Um, yeah, he just knows the right thing to say.
Where he
Okay.
lacks actual skill, he makes up for it in scathing words.
Yep.
We all know that type,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Okay. So we head out.
So we head out, and it's another small montage moment of the two of us preparing ourselves, donning the training gear once more, and walk to the room that we've been staying in the last couple of sessions,
Mm-hmm.
where all the fancy pods are. But this time, we are all here at the same time with the other participants, where everyone has sort of been staggering their time in the simulations. There are currently 8 pairs in this exam.
Okay.
And the lights to our pods open up to welcome us in, and I feel as though it's just cold silence as everyone just sort of looks at each other. No smiles, no laughter, no words. And I think Dorian will look at you and nod as he gets into his pod and sits down and begins to put the headpiece on.
Yes. Celine will touch the house emblem and nod at you,
He smiles.
and we head in.
And once again, we have the Matrix Tron-esque materializing within a black and neon green grid-like world as our forms begin to create themselves in the space once more. And this time, the space that we are in is about as large as the first time, where it was like within a city district itself. It is massive, and we begin to see columns rise and stretch and create varying shapes. They
Mm-hmm.
rise up to great building heights, and they also sink down low into almost chasm-like spaces, and becoming very alien-esque to what we would consider buildings or constructs. There's no rhyme or reason for buildings to go into these directions that we begin to see as long stairways begin to dip down at an angle towards this large chasm where this entire construct is slowly sinking like a ship. Above us, we begin
Yeah.
to see these flat light patterns where the silhouettes of people's uh, like portraits can be seen. We don't see faces as it is to be kept anonymous, but we begin to see sort of similar to how. Did you ever watch America's Funniest Home Videos during COVID times?
Very specific. No.
Um, well, basically, instead of a live audience, they had like walls and columns where they just had people's like Zoom videos chiming in all
Mm.
over. Like they would fill the wall and fill the column so
Yeah,
that people
yeah.
could all see what's going. That's exactly what's happening here.
Okay, okay.
But to keep anonymity and for personal family reasons, a lot of people have blurred out their faces and things like that, just so no one can so there's no like weird interconnection between each other because everyone's sort of viewing it from their private homes that are watching this.
Okay.
And now we hear the ever familiar voice of Ark. Welcome, aspiring gold participants. This is Ark speaking once more to you. Congratulations for making it to the third and final simulation of this year's G.A.R.D.E.N exam. We began with 22 aspirant pairs, and we are down to only 8. For your skills and efforts shown in the previous simulations, it has all brought you to this final moment. You will all be participating at the same time in what is called the Vow of Dominance. Your simulation assignment is as follows. And we can see slowly that we are on a circular platform that is rising up from this narrow, like digital staircase that leads down to this chasm.
Mm-hmm.
And it has remained grid-like and with like neon greens and blues and red lights. It has not taken like a fancy, like realistic form.
Yeah.
This construct before all of you was inspired by one of the first precursor ruins discovered by our people when we came to the Forge. We have called this Nocturne. It is an alien labyrinth filled with dangers and hazards, but something of great value within its core. A relic. In front of, high above the simulated Nocturne labyrinth, is what looks to be a very elegant looking lance.
Mhm.
There's some fancy spirals around it, and at the point, it sort of prongs into three little points spreading outwards. And it has all these strange feather-like wings on the sides. This is a precursor relic. Your task is to be the first to arrive at the core of Nocturne to claim this precursor relic. Be warned, the moment that this simulation begins, as it did when we first discovered it, Nocturne will activate. There are a myriad of traps, sentinels, and guardians that will try to prevent you from reaching the core. Should you be subdued beyond progress, you will be terminated with a failing grade. Only the first 2 pairs to reach the core will be able to participate in the final half of this simulation.
Oh, so it's broken up. Okay.
Should you reach the core and be one of the final pairs, you will have to subdue the other before I will allow claiming of the precursor relic. And as he says that, we see each and every one of us is given a small pair of like fancy combat blades, like not too, like maybe like 2 feet perhaps with handle and blade, as well as one sidearm, simple sci-fi blaster. You are permitted to use these weaponry here, whatever you may find within Nocturne itself, or whatever gifts you may already be blessed with. For out in the true world of the Forge, you must use every advantage you have.
Perfect.
Great! As he's like holding the blaster.
Hold it with confidence, brother.
Oh, of course, I'm just it's a bit. This design is a bit archaic from what I've seen before, but like he's like fiddling with it. Like it's not like he hasn't used a gun before, but it's just like you can clearly tell he's not the most comfortable with it.
There may be situations where this is all you have.
Yes, that's very true. And this is the moment now where we would do the swear an iron vow.
I also want to say that Ark would get the gold mantra started. So everybody would be
Oh,
repeating
yes.
it. I think he would say, strength is duty, and then duty is order. And then you hear this loud group of people as we say, order is gold.
Is gold.
Yes.
As we all touch our emblems.
Yes.
And a golden light beams from each of us to where that simulation, like that little hologram of the lance is seen.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's how we... I think that's because I know that in this game you have to like touch some type of iron place or something like that. But I like the idea of our iron vow being the mantra.
I also like that, as well as like every brand has a different thing where the blues have the contract, and we haven't really explored what the other ones do, but then the gold is all about your house emblem.
Yeah, so you hold like touching your house emblem and saying the mantra.
Yes.
Okay. So we're swearing an iron vow.
Correct. So we're swearing upon to complete this quest, and the quest is complete the final simulation.
Completed. Okay. It's very general, and so that means we can complete it in any way we want.
Correct. And well, because as Ark said, we're going to have to use whatever we can to get to the finish line. And it is going to be formidable. So it would be 1 box per progress.
This is a formidable one? Okay.
Correct.
So complete. I mean, this thing is split into 2, though. Does this vow encompass both parts?
It will encompass both parts.
Okay.
It'll encompass traversing Nocturne and also combating the whatever. If we get there, the fine, whoever the other party will be.
Okay, so this vow is complete the final uh what was it?
Simulation or exam.
Okay. It's not dangerous, it is formidable.
Correct.
Okay. Got it. It is added in.
Alrighty. So, and to let you know what's going to happen after we do the Iron Vow roll is we are going to undertake an expedition, which is the Nocturne Labyrinth, which will be dangerous. So that will basically cover the first part of our traversal.
Okay. Undertake an expedition. No one rolled for the vow.
No, I'm just letting you know that those are the 2 back-to-back rolls we're going to make. So,
Okay.
would you like to roll for the Iron Vow, or would you like for me to roll?
I can roll. I think she's so in it. She's so ready to freaking crush it.
Oh yeah.
It's now or never. She keeps thinking. Okay.
Yeah, I see. I look over at you and I see like you're ready to charge down the digital stairways.
Yeah. Okay. If you swear this to a connection, add a +1. Okay. Well, it's just plus heart, so it's okay.
You got a momentum. You got momentum 5.
Makes narrative sense. I think it's still. Oh,
Ugh.
it's a miss, but I can't.
But you can burn momentum.
If it's a miss, you're waylaid by a crisis. No, that's not it. Ooh, if it's a miss, you must overcome. Because I'm trying to think, should I keep my momentum? You
Ooh,
must
tough.
overcome a significant obstacle before you begin. It's fine.
Okay.
I'm going to use the momentum to get a weak hit.
Okay.
So I lose 3, but I do gain 1 because of the weak hit.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we're determined, but begin with more questions and answers. Envision what you do to find a path forward. More questions and answers. She already had questions. Now she has more.
Yeah, I think it's more so that as soon as we all begin to run down, all of the neon green lights that have created the Nocturne Labyrinth have shifted to a bright red, and we begin to hear the strange sounds of shifting metal sliding in and out. We begin to hear the sounds of lumbering constructs within the structure and all other myriads of sounds that we've never heard before.
Dorian,
so it's a little intimidating.
Dorian, have you heard this before? What is going on?
The closest things that, like, I was like rushing down the stairs. The closest thing I can think of is security. It's not too dissimilar for, let's say, someone's trying to commit a burglary at a fancy facility, and then all of the security drones and guards begin to activate and patrol and prepare to subdue.
Okay.
So I don't think there'll be negotiatings happening in this one.
No. This is all about being smart, about being powerful, and we may have to be cutthroat at some points.
He gulps. He like audibly gulps.
Dorian, you will promise me we do what we need to do to win. Yes.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to create the Nocturne Labyrinth for our expedition. It's called the Nocturne Maze. It is going to be dangerous. And there it is. The Nocturne Maze is dangerous, so 2 boxes per piece of progress.
Okay.
And now we would be looking at undertaking an expedition, because we are trailblazing a route through a perilous space, hazardous terrain, or a mysterious site. So that is, the Nocturne Maze is our site. So we can choose to move at speed to roll with edge, keep under the radar to roll with shadow, or stay vigilant and roll with wits.
Okay. So just to clarify, why do we make a progress track for the Nocturne Maze? Is it not a part of the complete the final simulation vow?
It's similar to what we did in the last session, where our travel to Florius was part of the simulation to get the ambassador to the planet and to do the negotiation. So this is just a part of it. So as for as much progress we make here, this is our this is how I sort of have split it into a second piece where like once we complete this exploration, regardless, like we'll either get to the core and compete with whoever's there, or we will fail. And then or we'll be locked out and we may have to try to find another way in, which is why there is still a chance that we could potentially finish the exam, but it'll be a lot more difficult if we don't complete the expedition.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm just trying to get in
Yeah, of
the
course, of
right
course.
mechanics and headset again. Okay, so yes, it does say give the expedition a name and a rank. Then for each segment, envision your approach. Okay. I'm definitely just trying to move at speed because we're all
I
we're
agree.
all gold. We're all like savages, like we're all trying to win. So yeah, she's just trying to move fast right now.
There is a wave of cheers coming from the sky of all these digital screens of people shouting and cheering,
Yeah.
and that is one of the because that is the only time they'll be allowed to speak, and then they must simply observe. And yeah, we're running down, and I think you're picking up speed, and I'm trying to keep up with you as we enter the first sort of corridor series of paths and lanes that again I think they're kind of like a maze that sort of shifts around and changes direction constantly, and like platforms rise, ceilings drop.
Yeah, platform, right? So there's things that are kind of like getting in our way. So it's not just like this straight path.
Yes.
She can possibly use her kinetic powers to help pull things towards her to like launch us farther. Again, that would I lose 2 momentum every time I do this. I won't do it. I'm just going to roll with I'm just going to roll oh wait, unless you want to roll? I was going to roll.
If anything, I think Dorian would probably roll with Shadow to keep under the radar of whatever sentry devices he's sort of like picking up on. His eye is not able to sort of see everything going on as he's sort of trying to scan around because it's a lot of alien tech because it's built on a template of a precursor vault. So he's not as able to completely dissect what's going on here, but he can sort of slowly track movement and see if there's some sort of construct coming that's moving, or if something's pursuing them. So if anything, he could, but it would be rolling with Shadow than more than Edge.
Okay, I'm gonna roll then because we're trying to move at speed for right now.
Sounds good.
Okay, just gonna roll.
Go for it.
Oh yes!
Hey,
Let's go.
That's
okay.
A strong hit.
Yeah.
We'll reach a waypoint, envision the location, and we'll mark progress. So.
Okay, perfect.
So I will go ahead and mark progress for us for the Nocturne maze. Awesome. And we're at a waypoint, and I think this would be fun to use. There is a precursor vault oracle where we could introduce a peril, a feature, or a look here, and we could sort of describe this room and sort of see what the situation is. Would you, being as you took the first leg of this, would you like to do the oracle part?
You could do it.
Okay. Yeah. So we'll do an interior. I'm going to say each one of these rooms is probably going to be a peril of some sort. So I think doing the peril oracle is what I think would be the thing here, because we've established that it's going to try and keep us from getting to the core.
Ah, yeah. It's all trying to challenge us. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, a mechanical trap.
Ooh, okay. I like that. So what I think happens here is we get into this room, and then we begin to see it's very like a platformer's nightmare, where we begin to see the ground sort of is a grid similar to what we've seen operate, but then certain platforms light up and then they drop into this abyss. And we both enter the room at the same time. The doorway here, which is just a little too tall and a little too narrow, seals up, and we notice that the lights change from a bright red to a yellow, and it's very much step somewhere and you might drop and completely disappear.
Okay, so we have to be careful then. So
yes,
we cannot just go in guns a-blazing.
Correct. We have to be careful where we step, and we can see that there's a doorway on the other side that continues down through, but it's uncomfortable length away.
And that's our way out.
That is our way out.
Okay. So then we should. Okay, if we're trying to be careful, then it sounds like face danger, as we're just trying to get
It
to
does
this
sound like face
room.
danger.
Yeah. Do we both face danger, right?
We can both do it, or one of us can represent it for the two of us. Although it might be interesting if we both have to do it because we both have to get there.
Yeah, I mean, we are working as a team.
Yeah, if anything, one of us could try to secure an advantage and the other one uses that benefit or, suffers from it.
Maybe if you're like, because you're usually like the observer, you know.
Mhm.
And so if you're, I mean, she's obviously looking around too, but if you want to secure that advantage and like look around,
Yes.
I can lead the charge on face danger.
Yes, I think what's happening here is Dorian is trying to see if he can recognize a pattern as he's utilizing his augmented eye to like time the rhythm and the beat and if the trajectory of the lights of the patterns of the platforms that drop and then replace themselves
Oh yeah.
to see if he can recognize something. So he would definitely be trying to secure an advantage with focus or observation, which would be wits.
Okay.
And because I'm utilizing my prosthetic eye, I'm getting a +1.
Okay. Nice.
And if I get a strong hit with the match, I'll explain. But there's something cool that happens if I get that. But
Awesome.
let's go ahead and do that. Secure an advantage, and we're going to add 1 from the eye, and we're going to roll wits. So this is a total of +4.
Oh. Ooh. Dang.
That's a weak hit.
Still a
That's
weak
okay.
hit.
That's okay. That's okay. I succeed, choose 1, take 2 momentum, or add 1 to the next move. That's up to you. You can take whichever one you want. But I think it's a little tricky. So I think he realizes it's like there is a pattern, but it's like instead of it sort of like repeating itself, it creates there's like similar to like he says it's like a stanza, but instead of it going A B A B, it goes A B A C A C A B. It mirrors itself. It goes in reverse. So like he's muttering this to himself, and you realize he's muttering, and then he looks at you, he's like, we're going to have to move forward and reverse to go forward again, if that makes sense.
I see. I see. Okay. So I'm gonna roll plus wits because I mean I was thinking possibly roll plus edge using agility. But it does seem more like an observation type thing. Like you have to make sure that you're looking in the right spots.
Are you going to take the momentum or the +1 on the move?
I'm going to take the +1.
Okay.
So total, I only have a +2. I'm going to be rolling wits for face danger. So let's see.
You got this.
Ooh, okay. Okay.
It's a weak hit. That's still fine.
It is a weak hit. You succeed, but not without a cost. Make a suffer move. Ooh, I'm going to take 1 to health because I think we're really focused. We're actually doing really well. But I think like a foot gets caught on like the wrong surface. And
Yeah, and like you almost drop, but you like kind of catch yourself, but like you slam like you're under your arm and your side of your shoulder into like the platform and then like Dorian would grab you and pull you back up.
yeah, I'll be like, okay.
Sleep, back up. Okay. And then he like throws you onto the next platform and then jumps with you.
Forward. Always forward. Let's go.
Yep, very good.
And we continue on.
Yep, so now we would go back to undertake an expedition roll again.
Okay. She's still, yeah. Once we're through this room, she's like running to each one. So it is kind of like she is just kind of trying to be faster than everybody else. Do you want to go this time since I did the last one, or what do you think?
I am happy to do that. What I was going to say was let me go ahead and pull this up. I think where'd it go? Can't find it. There it is. Session. Nope, that's not it.
But I know that you're trying to always like be on guard and stuff like that.
Yes, very much so. So what? Yeah, he's going to definitely want to do. I would say, while I get that prep, we can definitely mark 1 box of progress on the completing the exam. We've gotten through the first leg of the journey, so that we mark the progress to get to the waypoint, and now we've gotten through the waypoint, so we would mark one box for
Oh,
the Nocturne maze.
there we go.
All right. Undertake an expedition. I think this time, Dorian, because he's now seeing that the lights are changing and he's noticing that it's getting a little more dangerous, I'm going to roll with Shadow to keep under the radar
Okay.
to see if we can sort of get past whatever sort of surveillance that this stuff might have.
Okay.
So we're going to do Shadow. It's +2.
Ooh.
Oh, that could have been bad. That could have been
Yeah.
bad. But it is a
But-
weak hit.
Yeah.
Reach waypoint, but the progress costs you envision the location and mark progress. Make a suffer move or suffer 2 moves. I think what's happening here is I'm gonna mark 2 against my spirit. I think almost seeing you drop into the abyss and just barely
Shaking.
getting a hold of you
Yeah.
freaked him out.
Yeah. He's like
And
shaking.
yeah, he's shaken, especially because he took him too long to recognize the pattern, and this is all alien to him. Despite his scanning somewhat working, it's not working as much as he wants. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And he's going to take 2 to his spirit, and we are going to be able to mark a progress and get to a new waypoint. So yeah, you notice that like Dorian's following behind you, and he turns around, he sees that like as we're moving through the Nocturne labyrinth, the walls and the floor begin to dematerialize into little black cubes and then float away into just an abyss. So the reality of the fact that this place is slowly going to try and stop us,
Mm-hmm.
and that means failure, is all the more terrifying to him. So that's why it's like a double hit. So like 1, he was worried about you, and 2, he's worried about failing you.
Dorian, are you still with me?
I'm right and erect. I'm here. I am focused. Well, the floors are falling away from us, but we're not going to pay attention to that. Always forward. We don't turn around, right? No.
Always forward. Focus. Focus. Breathe and focus.
Perpetual forward. Perpetual forward. All right.
There is no going back. There's no going back. Let's go.
Stupendous. And yeah, so now we can go ahead and do. Do you want to do the oracle for the next waypoint? And I'll go ahead and.
Oracle for the next waypoint. I closed. Well, it's because I closed the thing. I can open it again. It's a waypoint, you said?
Yeah, so what I did for the last one is it was a precursor vault, interior peril,
Oh, got it.
because
Okay.
we're not at the sanctum just yet. Because I think the sanctum would be after we complete another room or 2. Because we're basically like, this is like boom, 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 boom.
Got it. Ooh, signs of a contagion. I think when we get to this room, we enter inside of it and we immediately see and hear as this smoke starts to fill into the room, and you see like, because I think she's charging full steam ahead, and as soon as the steam hits her, you feel her like you see her stumble a little bit, and then it hits you too. It is like a sleeping agent, and it's
Oh, yeah.
affecting our bodies and making us a lot more sluggish.
Yeah, everything's starting to slow down. And
Yeah, and like we're starting to see like different colors within the room. Like we're seeing like purples and pinks and blues, like just a rainbow of colors is hitting our vision, and our brains are getting attacked right now.
this is an assault on the senses.
Have to get out.
I'm standing up, but I feel
Come.
as though I'm upside down.
Come on, come. And she just like, you literally see her like grabbing her leg to move in one in front of the other. So,
Mhm.
that is, I'm going to face danger. I'm going to roll with iron, as that's like a strength. This seems like
That's absolutely the move here.
for me, I mean, I don't know. Edge, you can make an argument for edge too, but I think it's more iron. So I'm going to roll. Oh, I think that's a miss.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. That is a miss. You fail. Or or a momentary success is undermined by a dire turn of events. I fail. I don't know. It doesn't say.
I mean, I have an idea for this.
You see her just like
Uh,
you see her like move, like her eyes are starting to close. She falls to both her knees on the ground. Hands fall on the ground, and she's about to like land on an elbow too. As it's just harder for her to move now. She can't even get up. Uh,
nope, you are not
help!
allowed to
Help!
fall down just yet. He picks you up and
Help! Help!
I think
Oh,
something
oh.
that I want to do here
Uh-huh.
is use the I think I would like to use the check your gear to see if I can activate some sort of breathalyzer, like breathing mask on the two of us, so that we can sort of filter out the gas.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
So to give us an advantage, here, so we'd be rolling supply, which right now is a 3, so it's okay. It's not terrible. So I think he's trying to activate that on the two because he feels like as he goes to pick, like leans down to pick you up, it's
Uh-huh.
that sense of vertigo where like it's like going down a roller
Yeah.
coaster.
Yeah.
So I think that's what I'm gonna do here is check gear to see if we can filter this out with a breathing mask apparatus on our.
Have to kill. Kill.
Yep. I agree. That is a strong hit.
Oh my
You
god.
have it. You have it, and are ready to act. Take 1 momentum. I will take that. And he like flips you over. He touches like on your collar. There's like a piece of the gear, and he like hits it for you, and then a spherical, like almost like bubble like thing apparates around you, and then suctions onto your face so that
Yeah.
you can breathe like clean air. And I do the same to myself,
Takes a
and
second.
I pick you up.
Oh
Let's
Jesus
keep.
Christ.
Let
Bye.
us let's smite the mad scientist who created this gas. Let us keep moving.
What madness is this? Oh, okay. Up. Let's go. Is that like a success in its own way? Do you still want
I would
to? Well, because
I
you.
would say that
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah, I would agree that I think that adds a piece of progress to completing the simulation. We got through this room, and yes, there was a failure, and you suffered a cost for that, and I was able to roll to recover it. So I would say
Yeah.
we still mark progress to get out of here because it wasn't back-to-back failures.
Because we're a team, we're working together as pairs. So on your end, you did help us out.
Yes.
So I would say that's a success in itself. I don't think you need to face danger anymore because you do now have the mask on.
Yes, I would say that was the danger of this room as we keep traversing through.
Okay.
And I think we're rushing through, and we are going to get to. I think what happens now is we notice the elevation is beginning to drop as we're getting lower and lower. Dorian's eye, like I recognize, like the change in pressure. We're definitely going lower. We must be getting closer. And I think from here on out, we would be rolling Sanctum for the next part of the expedition if we get to the next waypoint, which I feel pretty okay about, but we'll see.
Let's get to it. So I think you rolled last time for Undertake.
Yes, it would be your turn.
I think she feels like we wasted too much time in that godforsaken room.
That bacchanalian assault on my brain.
Oh, okay. Okay. Let's go. And she's back in it and starts speeding off again. So I'm gonna roll plus edge as she like grabs your arm, like your
Like we start
forearm.
leaping down. We're running.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, let's go.
Strong hit. Hell yeah.
So you reach a waypoint, we envision location, mark progress per rank of the expedition. So
All right. Go ahead and do that for us.
okay. So we reached the waypoint, but this time it is the sanctum.
This would be a Sanctum Oracle.
Okay. Do you want me to roll that, or you got it?
I can roll that.
Okay, sanctum peril, yeah.
Yep, this will be a Sanctum Peril.
What if it's a sanctum opportunity, huh?
I know.
How about we make a roll if we like do a strong hit with the match? It's an opportunity.
Yeah, then it would be something nice.
Okay, yeah.
Sanctum Peril. What do you got for us? Horrifying fate for a previous intruder. Oh dear.
What is that?
Okay, I think I know what happens here.
Okay.
We enter in, we slide like our as we're running down these steps. It's the steps shift into a solid slide, and we slide down, and we're moving at an alarming speed, sort of like like a glow in the dark like slide at a fun park at a carnival,
Yeah.
like with the lights flashing in our eyes, and we land down, and we're on this large open space where underneath is like this viscous vat of like some sort of liquid at the bottom, like perhaps maybe 50 feet down. But we're on this sort of strange substance that is a bit adhesive, but it's like grid-like within itself, and
And it's hot.
it's it's hot. And we also see within this room there is a sentry creature that is walking around. It's a large sort of series of one large cube that's sort of constantly spinning like a diamond with these glowing like green neon eyes spinning, but it has several of these spiky tendrils walking around like a massive spider. And we see at this moment we see a pair
Yeah.
caught in a small piece of this adhesive being wrapped around like spider cocoons, being lowered into the viscous like substance. And the last thing we see, we make eye contact, and I don't think it's our cousins, and I don't think it's Cassian yet, but like one of the other pairs, they drop into the liquid and scream, and then they dematerialize.
We do not want that to happen to us.
This would be a terrible time to remind you of my severe case of arachnophobia.
Well,
He's sweating.
we have each other, okay? So we can do anything we want as long as we have each other.
Of course, as long as that large construct has nothing to say about that, do you? And he looks at this huge thing, like it's like maybe like 30 feet away from us, and I think it's like, like the size of like this. The cube is like the size of like a utility shed, so it's like it's not super big, but it's big enough, and then the tendrils are out all over the place.
Listen, Dorian, I say we run like mad through this thing and just try to get around it.
I
Do
am
not
surprised you would choose flight over fight, but I agree with you.
Well, because you are scared. Would you rather fight it, or would you rather run away from it and get past it as quick as possible?
By the law of the seven, I would rather flee.
Of course. Our goal is to get to that item as quickly as possible. It's to not stop and fight.
Agreed. This is not me being scared. This is us making a tactical retreat for a higher priority goal.
Yes, we will live to fight another day. Well, in this situation, another time soon. Okay. So, do you think you have anything that can help secure an advantage?
I think the only thing I can think of is Dorian could utilize, he could, looking at the ground, I think if anything, he could offer, oh, now I know what he could do. He's not going to, what he's going to do is he's going to utilize deception, stealth, and trickery. What I think he's going to do is he's going to take his, one of his little combat blades, and he's going to throw it at an area, because as he looks at it, it's like a spider's web. I think the moment we move, it's going to detect us. And he's going to take one of his blades, and he's going to throw it a reasonable distance to the left of them. And as soon as it hits the web, we see the vibration sort of around this viscous terrain that we're on, and the creature like immediately goes in that direction at an alarming speed. And at that moment, it's like, run! And we run in the opposite direction around it.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's do it.
Yeah, that's the best I can come up with. All right. Secure an advantage with Shadow, baby.
Oh, I see. Oh, it's weak hit. It's a miss!
That is a miss. Oh, that was hot. That was bad. You
That
fail,
was-
or your assumptions betray you. Pay the price. Okay.
You could simply... Yeah, it's up to you.
I think the obvious outcome here would be
I'm just thinking, like, this thing is not falling for your trick. Like,
I think it doesn't fall. I think the moment we start moving, it completely turns around and comes after us. And I think if there's any sort of consequence here, it rends at Dorian's back, and I would take a piece of health away because
Ooh.
I was the one falling behind. Like you would clearly be a reasonable distance in front of me, and I would be the one realizing it didn't work, and then like part of it like slashes against my back, and I would take 1 damage.
Ah.
Yeah, and don't provide an advantage for you.
Yes, there's that too. But yeah, she's trying to just move really quickly. I think she hears you. She is ahead and is going on a roll. Weak hit. So I succeed, but not without a cost.
Okay.
I'm gonna make a suffer move. I think you getting hit, it's gonna take my spirit down to 4.
Okay.
As this doesn't feel good at all. And I think she's made it. I think you made it as well. She's like waiting for you. Dorian,
Mhm.
come on.
Yeah, you see, he races to the door, and the door shuts behind us, and we hear the construct like slam against this alien like obsidian black and green wall, and you could see like there you see the laceration on his back, like tearing through his gear.
Dorian.
Asa, this is why I have a strong aversion to arachnids.
Listen, the bruises and the cuts you get now are only for a time.
As pain is temporary, victory's forever. Something like that.
Exactly. And she like
It's like,
runs off. Let's go.
all right, and that would definitely be another progress for us on the vow. And I'm gonna say this will be the final Sanctum expedition before we would try to roll to see if we get there first.
Okay, yes.
So,
does this progress for the Nocturne maze getting through this room or
we rolled the progress to get to the waypoint. This will be the final time once we roll the expedition to see if we get it or not.
Okay. I believe I rolled the last time. Do you want to go?
It is my turn. Okay. I think I would argue that at this point, Dorian wants to make sure we get there in one piece. He's seen you take a hit. You've seen him take a hit. I think as we're getting closer and now these constructs are getting more alien and frightening, I think he's going to try and stay vigilant and keep an eye on the shifting walls and the sounds and detecting any sort of movement following us as, again, more and more of what's behind us begins to fade away.
Right.
So I would say undertake with wits to stay vigilant.
Mm-hmm. Smart.
Especially because he saw what happened to someone who was moving fast. He saw the pair that was moving fast and wasn't prepared for what happened. So like he's a little more paranoid, but we'll say vigilant instead of paranoid.
Okay, yeah.
All right, so we're gonna roll that. I'm gonna take an expedition with wits. Oh,
Oh.
I saw that spin to a 10. That is a miss. You are waylaid by a crisis or arrive at the waypoint to confront an immediate hardship or threat. Do not mark progress and pay the price. Oh boy.
Should you role pay the price to see what the threat is?
Oh yeah, let's do that. Pay the price and ask the oracle.
Yep. You could just hit pay the price on the card there.
Oh, I'll just hit pay the price. A new enemy is revealed.
So this is happening. We're running to another room, and there is another enemy inside.
I think what happens here is as we've left one room and we're heading down this path. Everything's getting more narrow, and the only real sense of light are these glowing platforms. And again, we see more and more of this viscous substance at the bottom. And I think what we now see appearing out of the viscous, like almost like bioluminescent lava, is this large serpent-like creature that's moving around, colossal in size. And as it moves, all the platforms tremor and shake and come out of place. And it doesn't seem to be coming after us, but it's very it's completely shaking the area and making it very difficult for us to progress. And just the colossal size is terrifying. And if it decided to breach towards us, it would annihilate us.
So there's no running around it seems.
No.
So we have to take it out. Guns at the ready. Just take out the blasters. And then I'm just gonna I'm gonna try to shoot it. So, I'm guessing this is enter the fray.
Do we want to make this a whole thing, or do we want to like do just a battle?
Yeah, actually, yeah, let's do battle.
Yeah, battle makes more sense here.
Uh, Fight at range or using speed in the environment to your advantage.
That seems like if we're gonna try to keep moving while shooting at it to keep it away from us, because that's what I think we can't. I'm like Dorian's like, I'm not sure we can kill it, but we can at least keep it from destroying what we're running on.
You are correct as usual. Okay, so then
Thank you. That makes me feel better.
I'm going to roll plus edge because we are trying to stay out of its way 100%, but also
Correct.
be quick about it because this environment does not look safe.
No, it doesn't.
So let's do battle. This is kind of like a montage, so we're not really getting into it.
Yeah. Oh, that's a strong hit.
Oh my gosh, a strong hit. You achieve we achieve the objective unconditionally. You and your allies who join the battle may take +2 momentum.
Hell yeah, that's great. And that is absolutely a progress here.
Okay,
And
so we get through this battle montage. What it looks like is that we end up in this room. I was kind of following your lead a little bit as you were like, we have to stay vigilant. Let's go this way, here, and we ended up into this room. She doesn't blame you, but she's like, okay, we just have to figure out how to get out. So we had our blasters out. I had your arm as well. And we were just flying at speed. I think she was, mechanically, I'm going to say narratively, she was using a little bit of her power to kind of like propel them.
Oh, absolutely.
Make them a little bit faster. And so your feet at multiple points were like lifting off the ground.
Yeah, I would agree.
So that's what it looked like. We were shooting and things like that. I think we hit it a few times. We probably even maimed it, but it's probably still up. But we are through this room is what's important.
And as I said, we unfortunately don't get to mark the progress on the expedition, but we are at the final moments of racing to get to the core. Okay. And I think in this moment we can sort of see as we're sort of, I think it's turned into a vertical climb down almost. And we can see around this large chasm, again, just black and neon green, shifting between reds and yellows. And we can see two other pairs, and we know exactly what those two pairs are.
Yeah, we do. God damn it.
It's Cassian and Vorin. Was that his name?
Cassian?
Yes, Cassian and Vorin, as well as our cousins.
Our cousins are there too. Of course. Mm-hmm. Of course. It would not be honorable if we did not go up against the best. And our cousins are good, and so is Cassian and Vorin. So
I think here we roll to finish an expedition with only 6.
Okay.
Would you like to do it, or do you want me to do it?
I don't think it matters. So we're the ones that determine when an expedition comes to an end?
That's true. I mean, I sort of laid out that we would do 2 interior, 2 sanctum, and then finish it and see where we were.
Sure. Okay.
But didn't anticipate a miss showing up, but that's the dice, baby.
So what we're saying is you have to roll the challenge dice and compare to your progress.
Right? I mean, a 6 isn't terrible.
So what do we need on the challenge dice?
We need the challenge dice to be to at least one of them to be 5 or lower. Both of them cannot be a 6 or higher.
We need one of them to be lower than a 6.
Yep.
Listen,
statistically, it's still very likely. It's like slightly better than 50-50.
Okay, I'll roll.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Okay. Come on, dice gods, you're usually with me. Let's go. Hold on. Let's go. Okay.
A weak hit? That is.
I'll take it. So, weak hit as above, but you face an unforeseen complication at the end. Mark the legacy reward one rank lower, and envision what you encounter. I think it's our cousins, and it's it's Cass. Wait, sorry. Why were we saying Cassian? His name is Yorick.
Yorick. I apologize. I don't know where Cassian came from. Yorick.
Cassian is the name of my mentor.
Yes, that's why. I was looking at the list earlier and I was like, that's the wrong name. I apologize, viewers, and I apologize, Maya,
It's
for
okay. Yorick.
Yorick.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so this was dangerous. So it would normally be 2 ticks for progress. So I think it'll now just be 1 tick on the
Discoveries.
legacy. Yeah, the discovery. So it'll just be 1 tick.
Okay.
And we can go ahead and complete that one.
Okay, that's fine.
This one is considered complete.
I think.
And
Yeah, I think it's that it's our. I didn't want it to be them, but you hear. Bloody hell. Okay. It's them. Of course, it's them.
yeah, I was gonna say, you tell me who is the one that which pair would you not want to face in the final confrontation?
Oh, Yorick and Varen.
Yorick and Varen. Yeah, that makes sense. I think we all drop down and we're like, it becomes like a sprint on an almost vertical, like 90-degree platform as we're racing down. And I think we see in the final moments as we're sliding down, one of our cousins loses grip on the ground as we can see that large spider-like cube creature is racing down towards us. And one of them gets shot by the adhesive and gets yanked upwards, and the other, I would say, Lysander gets grabbed, and Seraphina grabs him, and they're hoisted upwards as the last 4 of us descend down into the small circular hole and drop into this long, simple, round platform. And the lights dim in here, and we hear the door. We see the ceiling seal up.
Yeah.
The 2 of us, I think the 2 of us are exhausted. They look exhausted too. But, and we see floating above it as a hologram is the relic, the lance, and we hear Ark's voice. Congratulations, you are the final pair to make it to the core of the Nocturne labyrinth. As instructed, only 1 pair may leave with the relic. You may use whatever needs necessary. Good luck. And as the 4 of us look at each other, this is where we'll take a 10.
Okay.
I think that was the perfect moment.
Yeah, okay. And we're back.
And we are ready.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
I did just double check. His name is Vorin.
Vorin, yeah.
Vorin. So yeah, the last moment was Ark letting us know, hey, you're the last 2 in this exam to get first place, and only one pair can win. And we are just, I think again, we're just on a round, like a circular platform that's rather like it's large, like the size of like a small like the size of a classroom, and there underneath us is more of this viscous fluid, so it'd be very easy to knock someone off it, but also like get knocked off yourself, so there's a bit of danger there. So there is reasonable distance to fire at each other, but there's also like it's very easy to get into more like intimate, dangerous space between each other.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, we're in this moment, and Dorian is like slowly reaching for his blaster, and he's looking at you, and you could tell he's nervous, but then he kind of like furrows his brow and nods at you. And
she touches she touches his house emblem and just nods.
He taps his eye, and his eye goes from that gold to the green and then shifts to a red.
Yep.
And we look over to the other side, and we see Yorick and Vorin, and Yorick's like, well, look who got in by the skin of their teeth.
She doesn't say anything. She's just looking at him.
Oh,
no time.
No, nothing clever to say? Oh, no. Oh, my goodness, you are correct. I'm going to be tardy for my celebratory drink. Get out of the way. And, yeah, I think...
She just furrows her brow. And it's just like, I don't know. Does Arc say go or something or?
Oryx said good luck and disappeared. So like this is where going into the combat moves, one of us would roll enter the fray to initiate the combat, to
Oh,
envision the yeah. Oh,
okay.
the objective and give it a rank. I think this is a new objective. Oh goodness, this is
Yeah, no,
exciting.
I think I knew this. I know that when you're entering into fray, you need to like beat combat. It's its own rank and stuff. So it's a new progress track you have to make. Um and it's based
Okay,
off
so
like of course the narrative and how difficult we think this is. How difficult do we think it is to take out Yorick
for it.
and Vorin?
I'm gonna double check how to spell York because I'm making it for us here. I think it was
That's how you spell it.
in the it is. I had the appendix up. There it is. Yeah, I have it right. Okay, thank goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes spelling. And I think I would rank this dangerous just because of this is like fast and scary.
Yes.
All right.
I think we're
Defeat
we're
Yorick and
pretty
Val.
much um we're
And I would
pretty
also say, let
balanced in
me,
terms of like teammates.
yes. And I will say we've gotten to the final spot. That's definitely progress on the vow.
Okay, yeah.
And how we do here will determine how much more we get to complete it.
Yes. Yes, exactly. So we have entered the fray. So we initiate. Yeah, this is initiating it. Envision your objective. Give it a rank. If the combat includes discrete challenges or phases, set an objective with a rank for each. I don't think there's phases. I think it's just get in and get out.
Just the objective with a rank. Yeah, fight, deal with the two of them and get out of here.
Then let's roll to see if we're in control. If you are. If you're on
If
the
you're on the
move, roll plus edge. If you're facing off against your foe, roll plus heart. In the thick, we're pretty much it's a face off.
Mhm.
Now, who rolls is up to you. Or what do you think?
Oh, geez. Between the two of us, I my obviously again it's meta brain versus narrative brain. Meta brain's like, well, my heart is 2. I could roll it, but I think narratively, Dorian is like not in his element in direct combat, so he is looking to you to like start it, and he'll back you up and do like basically he. I think in Dorian's brain he knows like you would try to go after Yorick, and he would have to handle Vorin. Like he's already accepted that as he when he realized it that
Actually,
the little
her mind is she wants to kind of force push Vorin off the platform.
oh
That's actually
so
what her first move was going to be.
oh okay so but Dorian's basically gonna wait for you to like he's gonna wait for you and back you up in whatever way he can because he
Sure,
is
you got it.
not the lead here, so it could be you rolling the heart here.
Oh no, that makes sense. No, it does.
I know. We have to fight the meta brain. We have to
I
fight
know
the
you
meta
gotta
brain.
fight the meta brain. Okay, let's go. Let's go. That's a miss.
Oh,
I
that's
saw the
okay.
10 and the 5 and saw my 1.
On a miss, the fight begins with you in a bad spot. So we're in a bad spot. So that determines the moves that we can take, which I believe are react under fire or clash.
Where does it say that though?
When you click them, gain ground is what we could when you're in control and take action in a fight. Strike is also when you are in control of a fight and are doing more melee stuff in close quarters, whereas react under fire is when you're in a bad spot and have to take action in a fight to avoid danger or an obstacle, or clash, which is when you're in a bad spot and have to fight in close quarters or exchange fire at a distance.
I see. So it's in the name of the move. It's in the description of the move. So we're in his bad spot and take action in a fight to avoid danger, overcome an obstacle, or we can clash.
So I wonder how we start in a bad spot. What would cause us to be in a bad spot?
I think he is just his usual fighting style is to it's not really tactical, but it's all like heavy hits.
Mhm.
And so Vorin is doing the same thing. So I think they're both just rushing at us with all the power that they have.
Yep,
And
they're running at us.
he's using his kinetic abilities as well. So I have been pushed back, like knocked back, and I feel the air like leave my chest. And I think Vorin has come to you as well and probably like punched you.
Yeah, I
And
think I think what's happened here is like I fired at him, but he's like I miss
dodged.
horribly, and
Yeah.
he just like shoulder rams me, and I fall on my ass, and I'm trying to scramble to get to my gun and not be kicked off the side.
Yeah. And so I land on my back. I'm like, oh, oh. And then she's just trying to get up. She looks at you for a second, but is not too worried about you right now. Just wants to get up and like kick him in the face. So she's going to react under fire.
Okay.
So that's what I'm going to do. Blocking or diverting with force or taking the hit. Changing the plan, finding a way out, or cleverly bypassing an obstacle. Getting back into position or taking cover. There's a few moves I could do. I want to hit back, but this is like I'm in a bad spot, so I can't really.
Yeah, we have to react first.
I have to react. So, blocking or diverting with force, taking the. Okay, I'm going to try to block. That's what she's trying to do. So I'm gonna roll with iron.
You got this.
Come on, it's +2. Okay, it's a weak hit.
Hey, it's better than nothing.
I avoid the worst of the damage, but not without a cost. So, I also stay in the bad spot. My health is definitely gonna take a hit.
Okay.
Well, actually, you know what? I'm gonna. No, it's actually my spirit. I'm so mad that he got the jump on me. It is definitely my spirit. I'm so. Yeah. No. I'm just.
You're angry.
She's
Yeah.
seething right now. So that was my move.
What's wrong, Prodigy? As he's like laughing, as he's like sending like more energy towards you to try to knock you off your feet.
I will make a necklace of your teeth.
It'd be the nicest thing you'd own. And I think so. Let's see. You got a weak hit, but there's okay. You said you stay in a bad spot. Okay. I think what happens on Dorian's end is I described that Vorin charged him, and Dorian is in a spot where he's gonna have to clash. I'm in a bad spot and have to fight a foe at close quarters.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, which is a 1 for me, but we'll see what happens. Dorian like throws his arms up. He's like, he closes his he puts the gun at his hip and he like closes his eyes and he like assumes a stance and like thinks about the times you've taught him like close quarters combat.
Yeah.
And it's like always got his ass kicked, but it's like he's like, we'll see what happens.
Okay.
I'll describe more depending on how well he does.
Yeah. Oh my god.
All right, let's see what happens. It's gonna be iron.
Okay. It's not bad. Oh, you could get a strong hit.
I'm gonna burn it. I'm burning it for the strong hit. Yep. I am burning momentum for a strong hit. Mark progress twice.
Oh.
You overwhelm your foe and are in control.
Whoa.
Oh, I think I know what happens here then, so that we can make this work.
Yeah.
While you mark progress for us twice.
Sure.
Okay. So in this he takes a couple of punches from Vorin, and then he tries to get to try to throw me off, and we're like he's literally lifting me up and trying to throw me off the platform.
Yeah.
And I remember a moment in time when you were teaching me, that I was going to be running up against people bigger than me and stronger than me. But he's like, your weapon is your brain. And then you're like, what do you think? Something that's big is going to fall hard. And like, then I think about it being like, Vorin's top heavy. Vorin is larger in his upper body and his legs. If I can throw his balance off, I can mess with him. So I think what happens is he grabs at his leg he slides off his shoulder and grabs his leg and sweeps under him with a kick, and Vorin falls on his butt. And before he can react, he just like spins him around and like eventually forces him off of the ledge. And you kind of hear him screaming, and you both turn to see that as he's about to throw Dorian off, Dorian like worms out of his grip, gets underneath him, takes his legs out from under him, and shoves him with his legs, shoves him off the side.
Yeah,
and we see
so Celine is smiling, and you see, yes, as she's like still on the ground, but her head turns.
You hear Eddie Rourke's like, Vorin, you buffoon! And we see him fall into the acid and disappear. And that's why we get momentum twice. And because now it's just Yorick by himself.
No, we don't get momentum twice. We mark progress twice.
Oh no, we marked progress twice. We got progress twice.
Yeah.
And now you're still in a bad spot, but I'm in a good spot, but does shift back to you.
Okay, so I am going to clash, okay, because I'm trying to fight back against the foe at close quarters. I'm going to roll plus iron. This time I am going to use my kinetic abilities as I'm trying to push him up and out.
Absolutely.
We are close quarters. I think we're both trying to do that. But we have experience fighting each other. So we like know each other's moves. So it's unfortunate and fortunate at the same time. But that means my momentum goes down by 2, but I add +2.
Hell yeah.
So come on, I'll tell you what happens. Is it a weak hit? It's a weak hit. So it's a weak hit. I mark progress, but you're dealt a counter blow or setback. So, like I said, we know each other's moves. I think he could see it coming. I've been hit. You know, he had the jump on me. I'm still in a bad spot. So we mark progress. I'm able to at least push him back, so we're not in close quarters anymore, but he's still on the platform. Mark progress. I'm still in a bad spot, and I must pay the price. Pay the price.
What would be like the most immediate thing that would be happening here? Like it seems like it's a battle of your kinetic powers between the two of you.
I think it's not her health. I wish if there was like a track for her kinetic abilities, that would be going down. I think she's getting really, really tired faster. Going up against someone else. Would it be health?
You could argue that's health because she's probably utilizing more, like you're putting more strain on that part of your body and your brain. And I think you've mentioned before, like she's like bleeds through her nose or her eye a little bit when she's using it a little too much. And I think she's using more than she wants to, and like because she wants to win, and
she's definitely
really
bleeding.
hates this guy.
Yeah, she's definitely bleeding. And whether it's just being around this guy that's causing a nosebleed or it's the powers, we don't know. So I'm gonna say that health goes down and I pay the price. And I stay in a bad spot, but it is 2 against 1. What do you do?
Which pivots over back to me, and I think this is where Dorian would use gain ground to reinforce my position and move to reinforce and give us a better spot here.
Okay.
So would it be charging and coming to the aid? Yeah, charging boldly into action, coming to the aid of others, negotiating or commanding. I think this is what Dorian would do. He sees that you're struggling and he knows how much you hate him, and he's riding I think a well-deserved high of arrogance after throwing Vorin off the platform.
Yeah. I could do anything.
I think what happens here is his goal is like he sees what's happening, and he sees that Yorick is reveling in like sort of like trying to force you to exhaust yourself of your abilities. Yeah. And I think he screams and rushes at him to take him out. And
Celine kind of shakes her head. I told you not to scream.
You pompous twat! And I'm gonna roll gain ground with heart.
Okay, let's go. Oh my
Get your filthy powers off my sister.
Oh,
that's a strong hit, baby.
Oh my gosh, Dorian is coming. Oh my god, he is really coming in clutch right now. Jesus.
I think what happens, I think he does like because Yorick doesn't see him coming until he screams, and I think he charges right at him, and he like it's very much that similar. It's almost for a moment, it's that scene from A Christmas Story where like the kid tackles the bully, just like punching him in the face, just continuing to punch Yorick in the face.
Whoa, your knuckles are gonna be finished.
Yeah.
What you could choose too.
Oh geez. Definitely gonna mark that progress I'm definitely gonna mark progress.
Okay.
And I'm gonna take 2 momentum.
Okay. You're not gonna give me +1 on my next move?
Actually, yeah, no, let's do that. Let's give you +1 on your move.
No, it's up to you. Whatever you want to do.
No, I would think he's gonna give you the opening.
Okay. Gives me the opening. Then
absolutely.
So you're on top of him. Does that mean I'm clashing then? Sounds like I'm clashing. So I'm an exchange fire at a distance. I'm going to yell, move! Like to roll off of him because I'm going to try to push one more time.
Okay.
So he's now, I imagine he's now kind of on his back as you have tackled him.
Hmm.
So I'm going
And
from,
his little perfectly angular face is like bruised.
yeah, I'm going to lose 2 more momentum
Hmm.
as I'm going to wield my connect powers and I'm going to try to push. And altogether I have a +3. So let's go. I've been rolling weak hits.
Hey,
Oh!
that is a strong
Yes!
hit.
Yes! Strong hit. Mark progress twice. Yes! That's all we needed.
Ooh. Yeah, that's all we needed.
And you overwhelm your foe, and I'm now in control. I say, move! And I'm guessing you kind of, do you hear me? You roll over?
I definitely move. And I was going to say, I think defeating Vorin would have marked 1 progress on the overall vow, just to put us at a 7, because we got rid of one of our final combatants.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's gonna do that real quick before I forget, because we're getting super excited. It's like, oh, I'm excited and getting involved in the narrative, but also have to keep track of these sheets.
Yeah, yeah. True, true. Can't forget about that. So I say move. Actually, what I'm gonna do is, so his face is probably bloodied. I think
Mhm.
he's out of it for a second. Like I know that in a few seconds he'll snap right back into it. I am using my kinetic abilities. I'm holding him up like the Force, like I'm
Mhm.
Grogu in the Mandalorian. And
Nice.
I'm holding him up and he sees my face and I have blood on my face and there is this maniacal smile as I'm holding his body over the heat or the lava or whatever it is. And you could see him like right when he's like about to push through this hold.
Mhm.
I just have this smile and I drop him. You will always
Yep.
be number 2. And I drop him.
Yeah, he falls and we hear him yelp. And I think that would make sense for you to make the final roll here, which I think is take decisive action, where um, we roll our challenge dice against our progress, which is a 10. So unless that's we're
Yeah.
at a 10. So
Okay.
I
Yeah.
think you should do the honors. You got
I
the
mean,
you
you've
got the
been
whole.
rolling strong hits. Okay, I'll do it. Fine, fine, fine. But man, you've been rolling really well.
He's your narrative rival, so I think you deserve that.
Sure, sure, sure. Let's go. They just gotta. Yes, strong hit. Yes. You prevail. Take +1 momentum. If any objectives remain and the fight continues, you're in control.
You're in control.
No, that's it.
Hell yeah.
That was
And
that
we
was some damn good fighting, brother.
my hands hurt so much.
I know, I
He
know.
looks at his hands like they're bloody and he's like he's shaking them. I think that man truly needed a clobbering.
He needs more than
And
that. Believe me. Oh,
and
oh, she like you hear like cracks as she moves her neck back and forth, and then
are you all right?
I'm all right. We'll be fine. Oh, and you see
And
you see blood like falling from her nose and like into her mouth, and it's in her teeth. She looks kind of crazy. Um,
we're
um,
going to we're gonna
yes.
need another cold plunge after this. Oh,
Oh, we'll have whatever we want after this. Mother will be so
I'm
proud.
so will Father, I think. I'm gonna
Um,
go ahead and mark that completed and mark 1 more progress for defeating Yorick, putting us at an 8
and I'm going to
for
touch her shoulder, and then I turn to look at the object.
yes. There is a central circular piece of the platform that rises up like a column with an illuminated glass that lights up the same neon green, and the glass wall of the column slowly drops down, and this white mist sprit comes out, and we see it sitting there, glowing, and with the feather parts of the lance almost like wafting with air that's not there.
Shall we grab it together?
Sounds good. And we both reach and grab it, and with that, the entire construct of what remains of the Nocturne core begins to float away as small digital black cubes. And this is where I think we would roll the
The complete a vow.
fulfill the vow.
Fulfill the
Yeah,
vow. Yeah. Fulfill
we're
the
at an
vow.
8,
Okay.
which is pretty good.
Okay. Go ahead and roll it.
I will go ahead and do so. Let's get to that. Fulfill the vow.
So we just need both of the dice to be under 8 for a strong hit. Nice!
That's a strong hit
Strong
with
hit
a
with
match.
the match, bro!
Mark reward on your quest legacy per the vow's rank. Mark a reward because legacy per the vow's rank. So formidable. So that's one whole box.
Nice. On the is it
Quest legacy track.
quest? Wow.
So we get a whole box. That's more XP.
That is. So the next box should have just the 3 and then one more in that. Because anyway. Oh my gosh, but it was with the match though. We should get something extra.
I know, we should.
It's okay.
In that moment, we hear the sounds of like truncheon horns flaring as all that remains is a platform with the two of us holding the lance, sort of like holding it up in the air, a la the Star Wars original poster, and with us both standing up, holding it, and rising up. And then we hear the sound of applause and cheer, and we hear the voice of Ark. Congratulations, Celine Kelvaris and Dorian Kelvaris.
You know what I
you
think
have
also
completed
happens?
the G.A.R.D.E.N. Yes.
Okay, because a strong hit with the match, we'll make it narrative. I think the winners will see their family. Like, because right now it was like blurred.
Yes.
It is the end, and we can see our parents' faces now. And our mother has like a proud smile on her face. She touches the Kelvaris symbol, like the emblem, and nods at us. And
our father is openly weeping with joy. I think he can't control his emotions,
yes,
and I think he's
a sensitive man. But I have locked eyes with our mother, and I'm smiling with the blood on my face, bruised, probably a cracked rib. My back is all busted, and I can't think about any of it as I'm looking at her in the face, and she's looking at me, and I have a smile on my face, and I touch the emblem as well, and I nod at her.
Dorian sees you, see her, and does the same.
Yeah.
And then our father recognizes that everyone's doing it and wipes his face. He's like blubbering, and he puts his hand on his emblem.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, sorry to interrupt you. Ark was saying?
And Ark was saying, congratulations, you have completed your exam of the G.A.R.D.E.N. and have finished top of the class.
As is the Kelvaris way.
Yeah. It was all worth it.
Of course it was. Our bodies will heal, brother. It's
as if what you said. Pain is temporary, victory is forever.
Exactly. This reward will stay with us for the rest of our lives. And I want to say our mother also won hers too.
Oh yeah, I would say our mother won hers. Our Magnus did not win his.
That's okay.
That's fine. That's another story for another time.
Yeah.
I already have an idea of why.
They like to talk about it.
Yeah. I think what happens next is we see the applause, and I think we can sort of follow a montage of what happens next. And I think there's a huge celebration at the like our family's estate, like not where we live, but where where our mother and father live, like the big family home.
Yes.
I think there's a huge banquet, and we're given top care to look our best, to be dressed to the nines, and
the ambassador is there.
Yep, the ambassador Albrecht is there. All the other golds are there. There's even a moment where I think both of us kind of revel in our cousins like giving us congratulations as they were awarded third place. And I don't think there's like that much hatred between us, but like there's a bit of satisfaction in getting that victory over them.
Oh, that you could see the bitterness in their eyes, but we have those polite smiles.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, I think Miranda Albrecht brings some talent from the Violet District to play music and provide entertainment for the evening. And
This is where
yeah, I
this
think
is where I meet a certain Violet for the first.
I think so.
Yeah.
And
I think
I
she
think
actually takes me because I was just thinking about it. Because they're good with poetry and music, and they're just in the creative field in general. And she takes me to there is like a small kind of theater salon area where people are sitting on these leather couches, and people are lounging and they have their alcohol and their drinks, and they're all listening to this Violet man who is he's I think he's reciting something from an old play. It's kind of like acting it out, and it's very beautiful. And Albrecht has brought me with her to appreciate this, to understand it.
yes, she's like, you can see the power of words, whether it's at a delegation or a political circle, or if it's upon the boards themselves. There is a mastery of it that must be revered. Like this young man, Kale. Observe his mastery of oration.
Of course, mastery, yes. She kind of stumbles over her words as she sees him. I think this is the first time where like something has like awoken in her, like other than just like fight, eat, sleep, train.
I eat, sleep, win.
Yeah.
Yep.
Um. Like yeah, and then I think they lock eyes, and there's like a certain line that he says in the poetry that like it's a little spicy, it's a little romantic, and when he says that line, he's looking straight at her, and there is a light over him, like a spotlight. So everything kind of fades away as he's saying these words, and his voice sounds like honey. Like I want to say violets have something about them that maybe it's in their genetics or something that they are very attractive. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
There's something about them that they can turn on or use that makes them seem way more radiant, way more beautiful than the average person.
It's like, yeah, it's almost like fey magic glamour where they can make themselves
Exactly.
more beautiful or scary or whatever it is. Like they have that ability to do it.
Yeah, they can make you feel like you're the only person in the room. They can make you feel love and desire for them.
Mhm.
Um, and whether he's doing that now, she doesn't know. But it's the first time she's like, it's something has awoken in her. So she's watching him, and she kind of stumbles over her word. Albrecht's like talking all this fancy stuff. She's like, yeah, yes, oration. It's kind of just
Yeah.
hot in here.
Is it warm in here?
So yeah, she's watching him. He has like a beautiful purple and gold suit on. But yeah, I think this is where she meets him. After that, I'm gonna say the spell kind of breaks as like everybody starts clapping, and then the lights kind of turn up a little bit. It's still mood lighting. She kind of snaps herself out of it. Oh, okay.
Mhm.
If you don't mind, Miss Albrecht, I would like to go find my brother to congratulate him.
Well, but of course, give him my words of congratulations as well.
Of course. And give her a small smile. I give one last look at KL. What do you think? Is he looking at me?
I think that in the midst of an applause, like I think Kale looks to everybody and like does the smile and the bow and the thank you. And I think there is a moment where he locks eyes with you. And he very slowly, like he was kind of like detached saying thank you to everybody, but at you specifically, it's almost a whisper of a thank you.
And then like what's the movie? Oh my god, what's the movie? It's like Scott Pilgrim. Thank you. Like the words come out of his mouth and hit me, and they're pink
Yep.
and like smoke.
Hmm.
My knees
Oh, yep.
buckle a little bit. I'm like, Jesus Christ, by the heavens.
What just happened?
I need to go find Dorian. Yes. Yes. And it's hard to kind of pull away, and then she goes to find you. Where are you?
Dorian spent a lot of the evening with his father Magnus. I think Magnus was overwhelmed at how well Dorian did, and was telling everybody, how he overthrew someone twice his size, and Dorian was like enjoying that, and I think he also got like a smile of approval from his mother, but really bonded with his dad. And I think at one point his father got way too drunk, and I think he was helping Magnus to bed, and it's like yeah, they're like he's just outside the parents' area, like he's at the balcony on the parents' floor, sort of sitting there,
Yeah, the
and
father would be like, because he's slurring a little bit.
yeah, like that's my boy.
You did absolutely phenomenal.
You have my greatest gratitude, Father. It is
Give your father a kiss. Come,
of
come,
course
come.
he
He gives you
and
more
he,
kisses.
yeah,
This is like the 10th one he's given you.
yeah, the kiss on the cheek and the big hug, and he's like, "All right, Father, let's get your boots off and get you to rest." I
I can last another hour or two. It's just
well, uh,
incredibly rude of me to go
nonsense,
and he seems
Father.
starting to fade.
I'll tell you what. I'll go brew us some coffee, and then we'll rally.
Yes, go get. Where's your sister?
She is she's probably with Mother or with Miss Albrecht.
And then you hear a little knock at the door.
Ah,
I poke my head
I'll be
in.
back, Father.
It's just me. I poke my head in. Oh,
Yeah. Oh, I'm
Dorian,
just father's well into his cup, so I was going to make us brew us some coffee for a rally, and he's like overtly smiling when he says it, and I think it's at that point where like you also know Dad's out for the night.
He's out. You see her fully walk in. She has 2 glasses of champagne already in her hand. Oh, this is no time for coffee.
Oh no, for Father.
Celebration.
What do you think, Father? Father's already snoring.
Yeah, knocked out.
Yeah.
So I have one, and
Let's
then
go.
I brought this for you, for the man of the hour.
Nonsense.
No.
Wouldn't have gotten nearly as far without your guidance.
No. Here, come with me. And there is like a large balcony off of the side of his room, so I kind of open those doors, and it's nighttime. We see the stars in the city below us, or actually, I would say it's an estate. So maybe there is like a we haven't defined this world yet, but maybe it's like near an ocean.
I like that. I think it would. Yeah, I think it being near an ocean is nice. I think it's
It's
very much on a more paradise side of the world.
Yeah, it is like on a like a cliffside. So you'd have to like drive up a hillside to get to their estate.
Yes.
And so open up so we can hear kind of the ocean and the waves hit the side and crash against the side of this cliffside. And she hands you the champagne. And she says, "Brother, truly, that was amazing work you did. I can't stress enough, I couldn't have gotten through it without you. Do you understand?"
I shall mark it on my calendar to celebrate it each year. But I have to exchange gratitude with you as well. Had you not thrown me through the flames of training and put the diligence into my brain and encouraged me to face things that I was not comfortable with, which included fisticuffs. I would not have known what to do in that moment. But you would make an excellent mentor one day.
I hope to be as great as Mother one day.
I feel you could succeed her.
Succeed Mother, though. That's that is a feat.
When has that ever stopped Celine Calvaris?
Well, by the 7, I think you're right. And I go to clink my glass to yours.
He clinks it.
Now I think we just might be the best team. Now going forward, I'm going to need you on my team. Do you understand? There is no one else I trust as much as you.
Nor I with you, and there's no other team I'd rather play for. Yeah.
Then it's official. Tonight,
Official.
we will mark it. We are a team. We confide in each other. There's nothing we hide from each other. Yes?
Agreed.
And then I will say, I'll say the gold phrase.
Okay. And he follows you after. In suit.
Strength is duty.
Duty is order.
Order
is gold. And I think that's
where we fade to black.
I think that's where we fade to black. The camera pans out from the two of us on the balcony of our family's estate with fireworks, and I think the fireworks are exploding and replicating the image of the Kilvara's house.
Oh, that's nice.
As it does with whatever house like wins the exams.
Yeah.
And that revelry carries us, and I think we do celebrate the anniversary of that each year as we get to present day in our story.
Interesting. Yeah, I guess it is a big feat to win these games. It's like it's your graduation, I guess.
It is. It's like
from this school.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah.
And of course, other people can say, "Oh yes, I completed the garden." You can say you completed the garden, but when you say you tended the garden, is when it means you were first in first class.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. It's one of the things where you're like you graduate with honors. It's on your resume for the rest of your life. So people do look at that.
Yeah, like what's the magna cum laude, all that nonsense.
Exactly.